Today we're going to take a look at the Hikvision 4G solar powered camera. And so that's what we have in front of us here. This is a all-in-one camera with a solar panel, battery built in, ready for deployment on the 4G network anywhere that you don't have connection to the internet or to power sources convenient to run a camera. Now these are great cameras and they come ready to go. And if you get them from a supplier such as myself, they will be programmed to suit your needs with all the setup done and completed for you, because there's a little bit of password setting up and connection to the 4G network that needs to be done. And so you can see that we have the solar panel on the top, we have the 4G antennas on the back with our power connection that is nice and waterproof there and keeps the battery charged. On the bottom you will see that we have a settings cap there, and that will be undone. You can also see the two screw points here. They are for this bracket. This bracket here will allow us to screw it to a pole, or using a couple of straps that are provided, you can strap it onto a pole and then adjust to suit where you'd like the camera to be. Now inside your box as well, you'll find a little tool like this, which has got a star connections on it. And so when you initially go to get the camera, we're going to open up the bottom here, and you're going to end up seeing some points underneath. And so you'll see there's an RJ45 connection for a data cable. That's only used for programming, will not connect to any services or allow you online for any viewing purposes. You have a reset button, you have a power on and off button, and you also have two slots. One is for the mini SD card for recording, and the other is for the 4G SIM card. So if you get them from the likes of myself, they will already have be in there. The SD card will be formatted and the 4G SIM card will be ready to go. So when you initially get your camera, you will then turn on the little switch. So it's helpful to have something because it is tucked down in there. Turn that on. Don't press the reset button. It will default it back to factory settings and will need to be programmed again with passwords and setups for the services. So once it's powered on, it'll show a little red light. That red light will turn to a blue light, and once it's connected to the 4G network, it will then be ready to go, and the blue light will come down to a flash about every 4 or 5 seconds, just indicating that it's powered up, that it's going and connecting to the network. So once that's, there we go, so we get a little blue flash there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that will flash away happily, saying it's on the network, ready to go. So once we've done that, we can close the cover here and make sure that's screwed up so that it's watertight. Doesn't need to be too tight, and then it's ready to go. That can be put outside. Make sure you put it in a place that the sunlight can get to it nicely, and then it will be ready to go, pointed at where you want to have, and it'll be connected to your HitConnect app. So I'll show you some details on the app and how you can share the device working there shortly. Right, so once you've got your camera connected and ready on your app, you'll see that it pops up here in the images. So we can go into there and I can see as it loads up a live view of the room that I'm in now. So it'll take a minute. There we go. There's the live view. If I slip my hand in there, we'll get an image of my hand. Now I can share this device with other people. So if I know somebody that, a family member or a friend, somebody that needs this on their phone, we can go into the top 3 dots of the corner of the camera and we get a little option called share. So when I go into share, I go share via QR code or scan QR code. So I want to share via QR code. It brings up the camera and the details there. So I can go OK at the bottom. And there's our QR code. Now the previous, the person you want to share it with will have the HitConnect app on their phone, as we've done in another video, and they can go add device, scan the QR code, and it will come to you asking for permission to allow that, and then you can say yes, that's fine. They will then get the option of the camera on their phone. Now the other option is you can have settings. And so we can have battery management is one thing that I was talking about before, and we can look at how that is running in terms of battery. So you can see the details there of what the battery is doing. You can also, when you're the full owner, can actually change the battery usage. And so the batteries on these have generally a day and a half on full power when they're doing mostly motion detection. Notification settings are much more sensitive on that point, and will send through more information for you. Otherwise, you can have it on standby mode, which means it'll have 11 days worth of power in the battery from full charge, and so that then will give a bit less notifications. Takes it a few seconds to wake up when there's movement. So very fast movement is not very good on power saving, because it will just take too long to wake up and see that notification, compared to the normal mode, which will use more power, but gives you better notification, better recording options, and services there. So it's very simple setup of the device on there, and when you're the owner, you can see more options there and setting up motion detection settings and those sorts of things. So it's just a matter of going into your three dots, your settings, and you'll get some options in there when you need those. But that's a nice simple setup of the camera. They work, as I say, very well for remote situations where you don't have internet or power available, and you're happy with running 4G data service, which can be provided by us to ensure that you get long-lasting connection and keeping it going well. Great little camera.